Yeah, lovely filly. What's her name again?
Jane Doe number 2.
That's right. No, you can't get bloody married.
Why not, Dan?
Because of the family curse.
What, the chronic ugliness?
No, think you had the other curse. If you ever want to see your pretty little model again, don't bloody marry her.
Why not?
Because she'll disappear without trace. I married your mother over 30 years ago, and she hasn't been seen since.
I thought she was just in the bathroom for a really long time. But if nobody's ever seen Mum, where did I come from?
I found you in a cabbage patch.
Oh, so that's what the smell is.
Oh, yeah, boy. That's what the smell is.
NightLite. The price of liberty is eternal vigilance. Fine words, I'm sure you'll agree, but what exactly do they mean? They mean we must never forget that the world is full of evil, and even ancient evil is never dead, only sleeping. A recently uncovered secret document has revealed that if they won World War II, the Nazis were going to transform Tasmania into a German-only enclave. The creators of the myth of the Aryan race first became interested in the Apple Isle when they heard Tasmanians had an even stricter inbreeding program than they did. Thank you. And can you imagine a Tasmania entirely populated by a bunch of paranoid right-wing extremists? Although we would be faced with the terrifying prospect of Brian Harradine in lederhosen. Since Tasmania wasn't taken over by the Nazis, we'll just have to be happy with the one true totalitarian state we do have, Victoria. Another unearthed World War II document on the invasion of Britain claims the Nazis intended to eliminate such disguised instruments of propaganda as the YMCA and the Boy Scouts. But if Britain had been invaded, the Scouts would have formed a brave resistance movement. The feared sign of the Woggle would have been everywhere. And the night filled with blood-curdling cries of dib, 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 dob, dob, dob. And as Churchill said, we shall fight them on the beaches and in the drafty scout halls and at the jamborees. And we shall never help them across busy roads. Thank you. In related Nazi news, a Hollywood producer is going to dub Roberto Benigni's heartwarming concentration camp comedy Life is Beautiful into English because Americans have a problem with subtitles. US audiences go to a cinema to see a film. If they wanted to read something, they would have got an education. And subtitles can be very annoying. Anyone who's ever watched SBS knows when you're reading the bottom of the screen, you always miss the incidental nudity. Anyway, the big step in attracting an American audience for Life is Beautiful is a new title. They're considering National Lampoon's Third Reich Vacation, I Know What You Did Last D-Day, Stalag Wars, and Weekend at Bernini's. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Mikey Robert.
Paul, I couldn't agree with you more. That Roberto Benigni film, it was beautiful. That movie, beautiful. Life is beautiful. But to me, it didn't capture the true prisoner of war experience. Only one program ever did that. Hogan's Heroes.
Classic program.
I loved it. Who did you identify with in that show?
I used to think I was Hogan.
That's funny. I used to think that I was...
Schultz! I can see.
I'm nothing.
Because they were fascists, but they were funny. What about McHale's Navy?
Oh, who did you identify with there?
I used to think I was McHale. What about you?
That's funny. I used to think that I was the boat.
Put in great.
That's a good colour for me.
What about Bonanza? Hoss.
The Ponderosa!
I can see it!
Beauty and the Beast!
Beauty!
The Beast!
I know what you're saying!
Party of Five!
Charlie!
The other four! Ricky! There's more! Ricky Lake!
Ricky!
The Lake!
What about Jake and the Fat Man? Because I used to think I was... Oh, come on! I used to think, no, what are you doing?
Paul, there's only one way to deal with you.
Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, Julie McCarthy!
Don't get violent with the boy. He sings like an angel.
Oh, don't preach to me, Julie.
Oh, Mikey, let he who is without sin lose a few stone.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Gadflies.
Underneath fluorescent light, me and my friends were trying hard to get it right. We were making something out of nothing with all our mind and all our heart. You don't really have a heart. You just want to come round here. You just want to come round here. Take things over. Call yourself a businessman. Parasite, 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 parasite. You're the kind who'd sell your mother. Always looking around for something you can believe in. You can't fail, you got faith for sale. And there's money in stealing other people's dreams. You don't really have a dream of your own. You just want to come round here. You just want to shake my hand. Make me over. Telling me that you really understand. Parasite, 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 parasite. Face to me, you can't hide what's in your eyes, and I can see you're just a greedy little operator, always trying to tell me there's some deep desire we share, when all you got is just one desire. You just want to come round here. You just want to shake my hand. You just want to take what I can't give. You just want to take what I can't give. And then sell me out. Sell me out. Sell me out. Sell me out. Parasite. Parasite. Parasite, you're a parasite. With your winning smile, and your gun old style, and your fragile ego, you got a one-track mind. But you see, I'm wise.
things the Sandman loves by the Sandman. I love sentimental people because you don't need to be charismatic to make them cry. I love the little cheer you get when you pull your pants down in public. Hey. I love Scott of the Antarctic because he's more famous than the guy who got there first. Thank you. I love greyhounds too because when you take them to the beach, they can actually catch the seagulls. Thank you. I don't like puppies though. I don't like anything with a future. I like pretending my automatic car is a manual. I like placing my hand on the T-bar and rotating my shoulder as if I'm changing gears. I like seeing people miss out on something they desperately want too. But above all, it's important to love something that reminds you of yourself. Here, boy, sit. The end.